Christmas Nisse. Chapter 5. The Nisse Hat. Annalisa and Bruno were having an early morning chat about her family and friends when there came a shriek from the bathroom. They both heard footsteps clomping towards them and the door burst open. "I suppose you think this is funny?" Mrs. Watson cried. "Ping!" out to Bruno. Bruno had to try very hard not to laugh. What he saw in front of him was very funny indeed. It was, Bruno thought to himself, one of the funniest things he'd ever seen. And even though Annalisa had disappeared again, he knew exactly who was responsible. Bruno stared at his mother, forcing himself not to laugh. Her face was practically purple with rage. Her hair was pointing straight up in a cone shape. Most of it was bright red, with a white border just above her forehead and a white patch at the very tip of her hair. "Guess you know that your hair looks exactly like a Santa hat, do you, Mum?" "Yes, Bruno," she said furiously. "I am aware. I don't know how you did it, but I do not find it at all funny. How am I supposed to go out like this?" "Maybe you could put a real Santa hat on," Bruno suggested helpfully. "Then that would hide your hair." "Don't think you'll be getting away lightly with this, Bruno Watson. You are on dishes duty for the next week, every day." Mrs. Watson slammed the door shut and stormed down the landing to the bathroom and turned on the shower. Bruno heard a familiar giggling from the wardrobe. As he opened it, Annalisa hopped out with a big smile on her face. "Your mother, she shall be washing for a long time. It takes days for hair to get back to normal, no matter how many times she washes. It is not possible to wash out Nisse magic." "What have you done?" said Bruno. "I'm in so much trouble now, thanks to you." "Yes, I is sorry you in trouble, but she was being un-Christmassy, sending you to your room, so I had to do something to make her more Christmassy." "But now I've got to do the dishes for a whole week. It's so boring," Bruno complained. "You not worry. I help. Do you not think it worth it to see hair like a Nisse hat?" "A Nisse hat? Don't you mean a Santa hat?" "Absolutely not. We call it Nisse hat because it's what we Nisse wear." Annalisa pointed to her own hat. "Many years ago, the Christmas man saw us wearing them and decided he wanted one of our red ones. So we're really a Nisse hat, not a Santa hat." "So playing tricks on people and letting others take the blame is what a Nisse does, is it?" Bruno was quite annoyed, although he had to admit that seeing his mum's hair like that was pretty funny indeed. "Oh yes," said Annalisa. "There are many more tricks to come, all funny. Nisse are magic. We used to only live in people's lofts, but many people start to live in places without lofts, so we have to find other places to hide. We sometimes play tricks on people, but just fun ones, not nasty. And the nicer the people are to us, the nicer we are to them, especially if they leave us yummy-icious rice pudding out for us, with much cinnamon." Rice pudding with cinnamon? Is that really your favourite food? More than chocolate? "Self-evidently. They're nothing better for warming you up in a cold December morning. We come from Scandinavia, where it's really cold in winter. You know Scandinavia?" "Yeah, that's where the Vikings come from." Annalisa looked around the room. "You have map?" "Yes, there's a map of the world on the wall over there." Bruno picked up Annalisa and took her over to the map. "On map, go up here from Scotland, turn right And first countries you come to are Scandinavian countries. I from Denmark. From this one. It looks a bit like a penguin. You not think? Yeah, I guess it does a bit. Do you have penguins in Denmark then? No. Denmark is cold in winter, but not that cold. Also, penguins only live on the other side of the world. We are in north of the world. And this also where Christmas man live. Some people think he live in Lapland, others think he live in Greenland, some even think he live at the North Pole. But nobody really know for sure. He not want too many visitors, so he keep it very secret where he really live. So, if you're from Denmark, asked Bruno, what are you doing in England? Don't you want to be at home? That's what I want to talk to you about. I am needing your help, Annalisa said. We start tomorrow morning. And with a ping, she was gone.